Good evening, everyone. Thanks for watching Uniting for Choice, our virtual fundraiser benefiting End of Life Choices Oregon, or EOLCOR. I'm Dr. Gary LeClaire. I'm a hospice medical director and a pro bono physician for EOLCOR. I truly believe the work we do through EOLCOR is sacred work, and it's complicated work. During the program, we're going to break down the client or patient's process for you step by step. Late in the program, we have a poignant story to share. Beautiful life story from a beautiful man who was a husband, father, stepfather, a powerful shaman, a healer, a helper, a friend to anyone and everyone he ever came in contact with. And thanks to EOLCOR, he got the dignified death he deserved, a warrior's send-off. You'll want to have the tissues ready. EOLCOR's compassionate volunteers were there every step of the way, as they have been since the beginning. Let's take a look back together.
It shouldn't ever be an easy decision to help someone die. It should be a hard decision. I really appreciate what End of Life Choices Oregon does as an organization. I think they're incredibly compassionate. They have an amazing collection of clinical experience now.
When I very first started in 2018, I went along on an outreach presentation with some of our volunteers to a medical practice. And at that time, we had to be very discreet. We had to go after hours, and not everyone from the practice attended. And fast forward to a few years ago, that entire practice implements medical aid in dying as part of their day-to-day practice. When I started, we had about 45 volunteers, and now we have over 100 volunteers and over 30 collaborating pro bono physicians.
What I know is that this is very profound work that has meaning for everyone who provides the service and has incredible positive impact on the clients and their families. It's a time that is often the worst time for an individual and a family, and just providing the information and the education about what the option is can change the individual client experience as well as family members and loved ones. Whether or not they choose to use medical aid in dying, they know they have the choice.
It's interesting what happens when somebody comes into the office and wants to talk about aid in dying. They're in your office because they want to talk about their own death. But this is a threshold that's difficult for them and you to cross. It's a big deal to talk about your own death. And then you do it, and you start in, and all of a sudden everybody has a serious conversation and says what they want to say. That's one of the great roles that the End of Life Choices Oregon volunteers can help play, because they're very experienced in going across that threshold with patients and family, and the doctors that are providing the care are doing the same thing.
It's the most meaningful thing I do in my life. Through the work that we do, I can provide information that gives people a really solid ground for making decisions. Because I've had the training and the experience to go through it a number of times, I can work with somebody who just has no idea what they want to do, or if they do know what they want to do, how to proceed, and make that process just kind of pretty simple and break it down step by step. And then if they choose to proceed, help them achieve each one of those steps in a way that's non-threatening, not hard to do, just, one little marble at a time. And then whatever decision they make, whatever it may be, I'm in a position to support that decision and kind of cradle that family so that they're freed up to attend to their own needs and their own feelings.
I'm continuously inspired and amazed by the work of our volunteers and our pro bono physicians. They are truly the most intelligent, compassionate, dedicated people I've ever met. And this is really a special group of people.
They are so competent, so experienced, so compassionate, and so big-hearted. It's a joy to work with them.
Over the 3,000 times people have used this in Oregon, there hasn't been a complaint to the Oregon Medical Board. That's not true of any other procedure in the state. And people are seeing that it's okay, and it's not like there's this epidemic of death tourism into Oregon or this epidemic of people being coerced. All the bad things that people were worried about aren't happening. So I think we're doing pretty darn well.
Not many people know this, but we are almost exclusively donor funded.
The training that we do is expensive, both in terms of building the training, the materials, the video, the editing, all of that. The mentoring, that takes time and money. It takes labor.
Financial contributions make a huge difference. Each donation allows us to keep our phone lines open, to reach out to people with information, to get our volunteers out on the ground and service people. It makes a world of difference.
Without an organization like EOLCOR, there would be so many people out there that wouldn't even realize that they have this option. It continually revives my belief in the human spirit, and I have a constant reminder of how passionate and giving and caring humans are with one another. I get to see that every day.
This work revives my belief in the human spirit as well, Erica. If you haven't already, please like or follow us and show your support of EOLCOR on social media. Tag us on Facebook and Instagram at End of Life Choices Oregon. We have a fantastic program ahead. Please help me welcome to the stage our benefit auctioneer and fundraising ambassador with Markham Agency, Annie Luthrow. Hello, Annie.
Thank you, friend.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, doctor. Thank you. And hello to you, friends. I am so honored to be here tonight. On behalf of End of Life Choices Oregon, what an amazing organization. We're virtual again so we can wrap our arms around all of you out there. Hello, Eugene, I see you. And hello, Portland, where we are right now. Nice to see you all in Southern Oregon. Salem, welcome. Shout out to Bend and all of Oregon. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here tonight and all over the country. We appreciate you tuning in. My job tonight is so easy. I am here to help you support End of Life Choices. We're going to refer to it as EOLCOR. There are two ways for you to do that tonight. You can make a direct donation at any time, and you can bid on auction packages on our online auction. And why say
not
or?
do both?
You can do both.
Do them both.
We're and people. You don't have to be registered to donate, but you do have to be registered to bid in the online auction. So come on, don't procrastinate that. You want to be all set for auction time. Registering is so simple. You just click the blue register button, register to bid, enter your information, it's all secure. You will receive a verification email. So go check your email and check your spam if you don't see that in your inbox.
Right.
And then set up your bidder profile. Have your credit card ready because you can't register without it. And then you're ready to bid on a package. Now, to do that, you can place your bid manually by clicking the button, or you can set a maximum bid, which is like, I want this package for $6,000. That's as much as I'll spend. And it will keep increasing your bid up to your maximum bid. And then it'll let you know if you got outbid, and you can jump right back in. To donate a gift, you're going to look for the green donate button. And we want you to get real comfy with that green donate button, okay? Get very familiar with it. You will see some options. You can make a one-time gift, you can be a monthly donor or a quarterly donor or a yearly donor. Make that selection. And then you're ready to enter your credit card number again, okay?
Your donation is complete once you receive the thank you notification on your screen. If you have any trouble, please call our helpline.
And don't be intimidated. This is easy. This is easy peasy. There are not many restrictions. You can bid as high as you want. You can bid as often as you want. The sky is the limit. You can give a gift at every level. Why not? I mean, we hope you do. Okay, so now that we've got you all excited about bidding and donating, let's take a moment to share what your support actually makes possible. Gary, Dr. LeClaire, my friend, would you be so kind as to share for a layperson the steps that a potential EOLCOR client would take?
Certainly. When someone reaches out to the End of Life Choices Oregon, they're often exhausted and overwhelmed. We make it a priority to respond quickly, usually within 24 hours, and most often that's very same day. If someone chooses to move forward with our volunteer services, an intake specialist gathers a bit of medical information, connects them with one of our trained volunteer teams. Our volunteers meet people wherever they're needed, at home, in the hospital, even on Zoom. They take time to talk through every option and answer every question with compassion and care. If someone wants to avail themselves of Oregon's Death with Dignity law, we can help arrange meetings with the two physicians who determine eligibility. There are many important steps to qualify for Death with Dignity, but no one has to go through them alone. Our volunteers and physician partners walk beside each person and their family through every stage of the process. Once someone qualifies, a physician may write a prescription for the life-ending medication. There's never any pressure to use it. Many people simply find peace and comfort knowing it's there. And then, or if that time comes, an EOLCOR volunteer is right there offering calm, guidance, and dignity in those final moments.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for laying it out so simply.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's big, but
Yep.
it's simple. And that explanation goes hand in hand with the way that EOLCOR can help to manage a patient's experience. So one step at a time with a knowledgeable and compassionate team by your side, if you choose to have them by your side. So let's pay tribute to an EOLCOR client who was grateful for this process. As Gary mentioned him earlier, he was a great man. He was a beloved husband, a father, a stepfather, a healer, a friend to everyone. He lived every moment to the fullest, including his final moments. Thanks to EOLCOR.
His widow says EOLCOR provided the best gift in the worst wrapping paper. Let's find out what she means.
Please meet Georgia and Alex, and through them, we'll get to know the amazing Vern.
He was the first person in my life who I felt like I could be 100% myself at all times, and he was the same thing. How did I meet Vern? Well, guys, I was in my early 40s and had been on a retreat on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I met Vern on a clothing optional beach on the last day of the retreat. And I had just been given an African trading bead from one of the guys at the retreat, and that's all I was wearing at the time. And suddenly I hear this man's voice say, "Wow, I haven't seen one of those African trading beads in years." And he ended up showing up at the airport the next day. I left. He stayed in Hawaii. He ultimately went to Alaska. We had to just communicate by phone. And I figured anybody who's seen me naked and then shows up at the airport the next day and gives me flowers as a send-off, I mean, I got to take a good hard look at that guy. And I did. And I'm glad I did. Vern was a helicopter mechanic, fixed wing, car mechanic. He was a massage therapist for 20 years. And he finally reinvented himself at the end after his first round of cancer as a building engineer. He rode a motorcycle. He and Alex did things like jumping out of airplanes, climbing sheer rock faces, and river rafting, and just doing all kinds of crazy extreme stuff.
I tried to not like Vern when I first met him. It lasted for about 30 seconds. He was game for anything. Some of my best memories with Vern, were the random stuff that we would do that I would somehow talk him into it. And he was just all, oh, okay, that sounds good. That's what we're doing, I guess. Jumping out of an airplane, bungee jumping, riding to the beach. Hey, you want to go for a 100-mile bike ride to the beach? Yeah, sure, no problem. Just stuff he had never done before, and nor would I expect anyone in their right mind to want to do. And he always said, yeah, that sounds great. Very open-minded about trying new things.
Vern could fix things before I even knew they were broken. I just love that. And who doesn't love a man in a tool belt? I mean, come on. He was great.
Mr. Fix It. Something's wrong, let's fix it. And he, I think, didn't know what to do because he was in a first unfixable situation that he found himself in.
When you first get a diagnosis like that, especially when it's out of the blue and you're not expecting it at all, you realize you have control over nothing. And he said, my decision is I am going to pursue end of life, and I'm going to live every day until that time comes, and I'm going to open my heart to all the love that's available to me. And he did that. He did not want a lot of heavy pain management. And knowing that EOLCOR gave him this choice allowed him to live until the last minute. So Vern was grateful, and I was grateful. And he got what he asked for. And he got it to the end. There was no going into a coma and ending up in a hospital bed with a diaper. None of that. He got exactly what he wanted, and he was grateful, and so were we.
If EOLCOR was not available, it would not have been good. I don't know how. I don't want to think about how it would have played out.
Loss is universal. Grief is personal. EOLCOR and their volunteers were able to thread that needle every single time. They had a deft touch, everything they did.
I mean, EOLCOR has been so fantastic, not just before, not just, the day of, and, but afterwards too, and all the support and follow up and everything they provided for my mom has just been outstanding.
You can't do it alone. So especially for someone who doesn't have the luxury of the friends and the support, EOLCOR is vital. The volunteers with EOLCOR were amazing. The education that we received from the volunteers, even the doctors are, I believe, pro bono. I mean, it's like everyone moves in with such compassion and grace and information. It is a huge privilege to have this option. EOLCOR gave Vern agency over his exit. And I am grateful, completely grateful. We could not have done this without them.
So powerful.
Wasn't that great?
So powerful. And so generous of them to share it with us.
Yes, indeed.
So something we wanted to include, I mean, you get it, but something we wanted to include in the video, but we didn't have time to share, was that everybody loved Vern, not just his inner circle, everybody. And when Vern's mailman learned that he passed, he cried. He cried. He started to cry.
Tells you pretty much all you need to know about what kind of man Vern was, don't you think?
Friends, stand with us now and demonstrate your support. Demonstrate your support of End of Life Choices Oregon. This is the reason we're on your screen right now. This is where we simply ask you to give a meaningful gift. Give a gift that's on your heart. Your gifts are tax deductible, and you may give in any increment that suits you. However, I am going to go through some formal levels of giving, and we have some software here we're going to be looking down at that updates every time you give a gift. So if I'm not making eye contact with you, it's because I'm checking to see if you're pushing buttons on your end.
Push those buttons.
Our first formal level of giving is lofty. It is the $10,000 level. Who will be an EOLCOR benefactor with a $10,000 gift? Let's take a look. Oh, of course, kicking us off, leading the way, Rob Nimmo and Linda Jensen. Thank you so much. Contributing, these guys from the beginning. Rob is a board member, Linda's a client volunteer. Thank you, Rob and Linda. We appreciate your $10,000 gift. Who else? Val Fisher. Thank you, Val from Portland. She's a Portland team volunteer. She's a team leader. She's showing up with her time and with her money, a $10,000 gift. Thank you, Val. Thank you so much. Will anyone join them with a $10,000 gift? I will let you know there's a little bit of latency. So if I'm going too quickly, if I move along and you haven't given your gift yet, I will try to step back and catch you, but no, there's a little bit of latency.
Yep.
So get those $10,000 gifts coming in. And Gary, please tell us in the meantime, what would that mean to EOLCOR?
$10,000 gifts can help us upgrade our infrastructure and systems to meet the increasing demand for our services. It can also help us continue to expand our outreach and education so people are aware of and have access to their rights under the law.
Yeah, last time we spoke, you know, the last number was like in the end of 2024, there were almost 5,000 requests for support and for information. That takes a lot to keep up with.
It does.
A lot to keep up with. And I happen to know these folks are working on their own phones, their own computers, old computers. So that money would really go a long way to help support the whole system, the whole organization.
Yes.
Do we have any other $10,000 gifts? I'll give you one more second to get your $10,000 gifts. I want to say thank you so much to those of you who gave at $10,000. Thank you for your gifts. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you. And our next formal level of giving is $5,000. But hold on. It's a $5,000 level. However, we have an overachiever.
Oh, we love overachievers.
We have a $6,000 gift from Toby and Diane Taylor. Thank you, Toby and Diane, for your $6,000 gift. I am happy to break the formality of the levels to take your $6,000 gift. Thank you to the Taylors.
Yep.
And now back to my regularly scheduled formal levels of giving. We're collecting gifts at the $5,000 level. Do we have any champions out there tonight with a $5,000 gift? Of course we do. We do.
Yay.
Richard Solomon and Elise Flickcraft. Thank you, Dick and Elise. Dick is a board member. He's a former treasurer. Thank you for showing up. And look at this.
There's
Our
my
friends,
partner.
Dr. Paul Kaplan and Dr. Jane Squires. Thank you. Dr. Kaplan is one of our pro bono physicians. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do we have anyone else who wants to join Dick and Elise and Paul and Jane? Be like Dick, be like Paul and Jane at the $5,000 level. Do we have any new gifts, or even the Taylors at the $6,000 level? Do we have any new gifts at the $5,000 level? We saw in the video that EOLCOR services are beneficial, obviously, for the client, but for the whole family, really, the whole intimate inner circle. EOLCOR wraps everyone in that support. And in the video Alex shared, it was very touching. Vern was grateful that in the end he got exactly what he wanted, and so did we.
Yep.
The family really got the support that they needed. Now listen, nobody's winning, but everybody's supported. Everybody is supported with EOLCOR, and your gifts matter so much. Do we have any other gifts at the $5,000 level? Thank you so much for your consideration, and thank you for your gifts at the $5,000 level.
Thank you. Let's hear from another family, a grateful daughter whose mother utilized EOLCOR services. Watch this.
I'm so grateful for End of Life Choices Oregon for a multitude of reasons. They were the first group who was willing to speak with our family and my mother about death and dying, something her own physicians couldn't do for us. My mother saw a neurologist every 3 months for her disease, and I'll never forget her calling me after her last appointment, letting me know that they scheduled her out 6 months for her next appointment. She told me she knew this meant that they didn't think she would live to that appointment. She was correct. My mother was a very strong, vibrant woman. She loved to be in control of life, which led to her final wish to also be in control of her death. Unfortunately, her physicians couldn't support her in her final wish. If it wasn't for End of Life Choices Oregon, my mother never would have gotten that final wish. My mother was diagnosed with multiple system atrophy, a monster of a disease to witness, let alone live through. My mother actually chose 2 separate death dates, however, she never made it to either of them. On the morning of May 20th, 2024, my mother woke up and it was clear she had aspirated into her lungs. I could hear her drowning in her own body. She chose this to be her last morning. Thanks to End of Life Choices Oregon, she had the most peaceful death with her family. She had her husband embracing her son holding her, and her daughter holding her. We loved her and we spoke to her as she fell asleep within seconds and passed within minutes. For the first time in nearly a decade, we watched as her body relaxed. I hadn't seen her head relax into a pillow in years. She got her final wish and a slice of dignity back because of End of Life Choices Oregon. To this day, my father and I speak frequently about how lucky we were to have found End of Life Choices Oregon when we did. The timing was perfect on everything for her to be able to use this great gift. Because of this, I'm asking you to join me in giving a generous gift to End of Life Choices Oregon so that they can continue this important work. We need them.
No matter how many times I watch that, it still gets me. Shauna is one of our volunteers in training. We asked her if she was motivated to become a volunteer because of her experience with her mom, and she responded, absolutely. She became an EOLCOR volunteer because she was so grateful and impressed with the support that EOLCOR provided, motivated her to help other families who are desperate for help.
If I had to go through this knowing that my volunteer not only was trained and was giving me support, but had gone through it,
Yep.
That's just so comforting.
Amazing.
I so appreciate they shared their story. Thank you.
Yep.
EOLCOR has over 100 volunteers, and that doesn't include the physicians. And these folks, like Shauna, are obviously so compassionate, so competent, and so accountable to their clients. And that is the kind of advocacy that this donation supports. That's what you're supporting tonight. Thank you so much for being here. We're still recognizing $5,000 gifts. Do we have anyone else who has a gift who would like to join in at the $5,000 level? I thank you so much for your consideration. We appreciate you. And I would like to move on to our next formal level of giving, which is $2,500. Do we have any heroes out there at the $2,500 level? Oh, of course we do. Look at this. Of course we do. We have longtime friends, Rob and Julia Ball.
Yep.
Thank you with a 25. Look at this. Dr.
me.
Gary and Janice. Hello, Janice. You and I have not met yet, but I would really like to meet you because
She's
I
a
like
wonderful
this guy.
lady.
I like this guy. Thank you for your gift. We appreciate it.
You're
and
welcome.
Leela Snow, a board member and volunteer. Thank you, Leela. We appreciate you. Andrea Shapiro is giving a $2,500 gift. Very generous. Thank you for your gift. Now, I mentioned that there is an EOLCOR army of over 100 volunteers, and we have significantly grown our pro bono physicians to nearly 30. And the network of community physicians and specialists has expanded. Those are the folks who support the patients assessing their choices, including medical aid in dying. And I happen to, as you heard at the top of the show, have a pro bono physician standing right next to me. And I do wonder, does your doctor know about EOLCOR? Because they should. And we would love to share our outreach presentation with them. That is just one more of the ways that your donations are put to use, educating other doctors.
Let's hear another moving story. Meet Avery, who supported her dear friend Pat. These two were friends for 50 years, so naturally Avery was there at the end.
I didn't want Pat's life to end. I didn't want her to choose to end it. It wasn't my choice to make, and Pat's life was a life of great suffering. She knew what she needed. She knew what she wanted. And she found End of Life Choices Oregon. She told us, her 3 caregivers, about the organization. We met a wonderful volunteer who helped walk us through the process. Pat chose to work with them to end her life. And I'm grateful, ultimately grateful, that she was able to be empowered to end her life in the dignified and thoughtful way that she was able to do it because of End of Life Choices Oregon. We all felt the peace and the ease that they provided to her. So I'm going to be donating to End of Life Choices Oregon because it's a really important group. It's a really important option that Pat had, and I want others to have that option. So I hope that you'll also consider making a generous donation.
Thank you for sharing, Avery.
What a beautiful friendship. Another amazing story.
Yeah.
What a great video. Thank you. We are still recognizing gifts at the 2,500 level, and I am nothing if not patient. So is there anyone who I have not yet recognized at the $2,500 level? Almost. Almost. We have a $2,000 gift from Deborah Peterson. Thank you, Deborah. We appreciate that. And another $2,000 gift from Anonymous. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Person Anonymous. Thank you for your $2,000 gifts. We appreciate that. If anyone else has a gift in the $2,500 range, in the $2,000 range, I am happy to accept your gift. Oh, we appreciate it. You're really showing us your generous spirit tonight, friends. Thank you so much. We appreciate your gifts. We appreciate all of your gifts at that level. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And our next formal level of giving tonight is $1,000. And oh my, oh yeah.
Oh,
we have
yes.
a lot of friends who stepped up at this level.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's say some thank yous here, shall we? Thank you to Gordon Keene for your gift, and to Robert Dante with a $1,000 gift. Thank you to Wendy Usher. She's a client volunteer. Thanks, Wendy. Betsy Bergstein, thank you for your $1,000 gift. Rich and Jean Josephson have come in with $1,000. Sandra Riley. Hey, Sue Porter, our former board member and a client volunteer. Thank you, Sue. Stephen Winter, who's a pro bono physician, your buddy. Grace Abbott. Jean Lee, thank you for your gift at $1,000. And let's see here, Laurel Miller. Thank you, Laurel. We appreciate your $1,000 gift. And Tom Woodward.
Tom Woodward's
you.
gift is in honor of his late wife, Robin Woodward. We thank Tom, Brad, and Shauna Woodward for this one. Shauna was the lovely lady we saw earlier, the one who became a volunteer after witnessing her mother's peaceful, dignified end of life. Supporting EOLCOR with your time and your gifts. Thank you.
Oh, thank you to the Woodwards. And you know what? We're still carrying on with $1,000, but I just wanted to mention Antonio Daniels. Thank you for your $2,000 gift, Antonio. Boy, we appreciate that.
Boy, I love it.
So thank you to
you.
the Woodwards for your $1,000 gifts and for your story and for your time, Shauna. We appreciate you. Do we have any other gifts that I can recognize at the $1,000 level? I think we may be caught up. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes.
Thank you all for showing up. You're doing it. You're doing it really well. All right, our next formal level of giving tonight is at the $500 level. Let's see who's out there, who are our friends out here at the $500 level. Well, overachievers, once again. We are calling for $500 gifts. However, I am happy to acknowledge that Nancy Raymond has given a $750 gift.
Good.
Thank you, Nancy. And we have a $750 gift from Lisa Schattinger. Schattinger. Lisa's gift is in honor of Jan Rao and in honor of Jan Rowe and in memory of Jack Rowe. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
That's so generous. A $750
Good to have
gift. We appreciate that.
overachievers.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it. Type A. All right, let's see. At the $500 level, who do we have at the $500? We have Scott Dunlap. Thank you, Scott. And Thomas Hayden. We have Sam Friedenberg giving at the $500 level. And Laura Knapp. Goon Denhart, thank you with a $500 gift, Goon. We appreciate you. Sandra Austin with a $500 gift. Let's see, who do we have here? They're coming in. Stephen Goins, I beg your pardon, Stephen. And Ann Clark, thank you for your $500 gifts. This is very generous, folks. I hope
Yes.
you're toasting and cheering out
loving it.
there. We have a
Good
$500
job.
gift from Nancy Smith. Thank you, Nancy. From Hayden Thomas, thank you for your gift. And let's see, we have a $500 gift from Howard Greatzer. Thank you for your $500 gift. This is the generosity that fuels EOLCOR's work. So thank you for your $500 gifts. I'm going to give one more swipe at my $500 level. And thank you, friends, for your gift.
Good job.
Okay, let's move to the $250 level, if we may. This is a really fun one. At the $250 level, now there is one more level coming. We are going to collect at the $100 level. However, we want you $100 gifts. We appreciate that, but we want you to bump
it up
to $250. We want it so badly that we're going to inspire you to give at $250 by offering you an incentive. Every gift given at the $250 level right now is going to be entered into a drawing right now. So if you're watching this later, you're not going to be in our
You're out of
drawing.
luck.
But all you live viewers, you're going to be entered right now. One lucky donor will be selected at random to receive our gift of one case of wine. This is 3 bottles from Camp Creek Cellars. There's a dessert wine and a Merlot. And from Tenro Vineyards, there's Pinot Noir and Pinot Gris. So 3 bottles, that's 12 bottles of wine. That's a heck of a thank you gift.
That's a lot of a deal.
That's a heck of a thank you gift. You know who gave us that gift?
Paul Kaplan,
Thank you,
my
Paul.
old medical partner and vintner extraordinaire.
And good guy. Just
Good guy.
all around good guy. So
So
he's-
is Jane.
And yes,
Yes,
and Dr.
yes,
Jane, thank you. So, as you heard, an EOLCOR pro bono physician, thank you, Dr. Paul, the vintner for Tenro. This is the 5th year he's donated
Yeah.
wine to this event. So thank you so much. And cheers out there, all you $250 donors. Let's get this rolling, shall we? Oh wait, look at this. Even before we start, we have another overachiever. We're going to take this. Richard Holloway, thank you so much, sneaked in with a $300 gift. And you know what? We're going to enter him in this $250 drawing. I
Well,
think
it
that's
is
fair.
more than 250.
He just entered,
yeah.
so yes. Look at me flexing up here. Who can be in our raffle, or in our drawing, I beg your pardon. Thank you so much, Richard, for your $300 gift. You are in our drawing. Who else is in our $250 drawing? We have Charles Kilo. We have Vincy Chan, I beg your pardon. Vincy Chan, in honor of Christopher Chan. We have Josh Hoyt, and Josh is dedicating the gift to James and Betty Hoyt. That's lovely. We'll pass that along. I appreciate that.
Oh, there's
Jane
Jan.
Rowe, again, in
Yep.
honor of the Southern Oregon team. Thank you. How generous. Way to go, Southern Oregon. Elizabeth Olson, thank you for your $250 gift. Josh Hoyt tells us this mission is important. I agree.
You know, Annie, even if you're not a drinker, the holidays are fast approaching. A nice bottle of wine makes a lovely gift.
Yes, it does. And we don't drink, but we like wine.
Yeah.
It makes a great gift, hostess gift,
Yep,
if you're having a
yep.
dinner party, if you want to stash a little for a rainy day that's coming up. It's also just a really great way to support EOLCOR. It's still altruistic, right?
Yep.
So get in on this drawing. Do we have anyone else? I'm going to slow down and let you all get in here at the $250 level. How are we doing at the $250 level? You've been so generous. I think we're going to pick a winner. So the machine does this. It's automated. And could we get a drum roll? Can you all hear a drum roll? Maybe. Okay. All right. The lucky winner of the drawing with our thank you prize is Elizabeth Olson.
Yay.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Elizabeth. And thank you for your gift. That was fun. I like the incentives. Thank you. That's fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. As promised, this is our last formal level of giving. It is the $100 level. I think we're probably going to be in for a lot of action here. So let me warm up, check our bidding software, and sure enough, look at this. That's awesome. BJ Nowitzki is starting us off. She's the administrator
She
volunteer.
is the one who spends hundreds of hours on behalf of our clients.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your gift. Jeff Miller has a $100 gift, and Randy Riffle has a $100 gift. Gail Rastifer in honor of Virginia Skoukas. Thank you, Gail. Jean and Mike Stringer giving a $100 gift. Dan and Rita Durbus. Susan Ritchie, thank you, Susan. Robert Landauer. Oh my gosh, they just keep coming in. Marilyn Dwyer. Suzanne Christensen, thank you for your $100 gift. And Tim Hicks, thank you for your gift. Look at this, they just keep coming.
Yep.
Denise Trepanier. Boy, I bet I didn't say that right. Thank you, Denise. I beg your pardon. And who else do we have at the $100 level? We have Amy Sigatic. I beg your pardon. Okay.
It's too bad we
keep
don't
on-
know
Oh,
the
wait.
names better.
Wait. Well, it's awesome, actually, because that
Yeah.
just shows how big this community
right.
is. It's bigger than just us. Okay, we have folks who are giving twice at the $100 level, AKA they're giving $200. I love
love it.
that. I love that overachieving. So we have giving $200, Denise Seif. Thank you. I know how to say this one. Anonymous.
There you go.
Again at $200.
We like Anonymous.
Thank you so much.
That's a good group.
Janet Fleming, thank you for your $200 gift. Who else is going to join in here with a $100 gift or the 200s? I'm open for that. It looks like we may have caught up. That was a great list. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Remember what I said? Almost 2,000 requests for information. That takes a lot of work, a lot of support, a lot of people, and a lot of money.
Yep.
This organization, I don't know that we've mentioned this, is 100% donation funded.
Donor funded. that's
100%.
right. Yep.
There are only 3 full-time volunteers.
Yep.
Everyone else is, or full-time staff. I beg
staff.
your pardon. Everybody else is volunteering their time. That's huge. That's huge. Hey, we have another gift coming in here. A $250 gift. Awesome. From Delia Smith. Thank you for your gift. I appreciate that. Oh, I appreciate your gifts. Your gifts are bringing peace of mind. They're bringing dignity, and most of all, choice. So thank you for your gifts. Wow. Let's see. Okay, what else have we? There are other folks who have
There are
given
folks, too, there.
some
Yeah,
gifts
let's
that
give
didn't quite
some.
make it into our software, but we want to mention we have Marion Sproul, Mary Shavin, thank you, Anne Marie Hirsch. I'm an Anne Marie. Thank you, Anne Marie. Anita Gombos, Mayor Sippet, thank you. Carrie Van Holgren, we appreciate your gift. Erica Dorn, we appreciate it. And again, Marilyn Johnson, thank you. Or
Look at this.
Marilyn, wow, look at this. This is
Huh.
awesome. Wait a minute, no way. We have another $1,000
$1,000
gift. We know this name, Chris Converse. Thank you. Thank you, Chris, for your $1,000 gift. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Listen, you have been so generous. You really know how to do this. You do it well. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
We're going to close out this portion of the program, but it's not a closed door because you can still give gifts. You can still push that donate button. But for now, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you who gave tonight at every level. It is your generosity, 100% donor fueled. It is your generosity that keeps EOLCOR the strong organization that it is. That was awesome. What a great community. Awesome.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's transition, shall we?
We'll transition.
We're going to try, even though we said we don't drink, we sound like
Right.
it. Okay, we have an awesome online auction. The online auction we're going to preview. It's going to close on Monday, but let's take a look at what's out there. And remember now, to place a bid on the online auction, you have to go back to the auction tab of the website, the event website, and click into the package that you're intrigued by and bid on it, okay? So you have to take one more step and get there. And remember, every dollar, every time you bid, you're saying yes to EOLCOR. Everything goes right back to supporting EOLCOR. And you can continue, we're just going to preview, so you can continue bidding, keep that competitive fight through Monday. The 20th at 5 p.m. That's when that closes. So let's take a look. If you'll tell us what's
we have
happening.
a one-night stay at Cannon Beach Ocean Lodge and picnic package. We have a coastal getaway, one night at Cannon Beach Ocean Lodge, just steps away from Haystack Rock. Package includes a mouth-watering gourmet picnic, gaze at the ocean view, settle by the fire, and enjoy your feast. Olympia provision salami, blue heron brie, bread and butter zucchini, spicy pickled cauliflower, a bottle of wine, and chocolate truffles. The food will be gone, but you'll take home a cutting board and toolkit. Annie, who's bidding on this?
Okay, remember me talking about our good friend Anonymous?
Yes.
Our good friend Anonymous is being competitive in this bidding,
Oh,
but they're not on top
they're
right
not
now.
on top.
The bid is at $350 at the moment, and the top bid right now is with Dariana. So
There
if
you
you
go.
want in on this, you have to top Dariana with a $400 bid, and you can do it. Cannon Beach,
Go
I mean,
for
come
it.
on. This is
Who
Cannon
could
Beach.
lose?
Now listen, this is a fall getaway, okay? You can book any consecutive Sunday through Thursday, October through May of 2026. And the lucky winner of this package gets to avoid the summer in Cannon Beach, which
Yes.
could be a hot mess.
Yep.
So the holidays are excluded, and those are the dates listed there on the slide. Gary, what's our next package?
Next one, two-night stay at the Inn at Cape Kiwanda in Pacific City. Next, we're staying at the coast, but heading north to Pacific City for a two-night stay at the Inn at Cape Kiwanda. Relax in one of their newly designed modern rooms while you're taking the timeless beauty of the sea. You can borrow beach chairs, toys, and towels, so bring the kiddos. Enjoy the indoor pool and hot tub, playground, family-friendly putting course. You can also borrow e-bikes and explore that way. Pets are welcome as well. Do you love the Oregon coast?
I love the coast.
Yeah.
I do love the Oregon coast. I love that you said the kiddos are welcome, but let me tell you, this is dog friendly.
I love
You
it.
have not yet met Darla, but
No.
pets are welcome, and Darla loves the coast. So
Oh, I love
this
it.
is open for you and your family. Okay, you have over a year to make plans for this one. This doesn't close until December 31st of 2026. It does exclude June through September, so it's not summer. It's a beautiful
Right.
fall getaway. And this one, again, starting us off strong, was our friend Anonymous. However, it has gone up to $600. Our top
he
bid
got-
right now is $600, which is a steal of a deal with Carmen
Yes, it is.
B. Thank you, Carmen, for your bid at $600 for this amazing package. But don't stop there. Keep it going. Keep fighting. Knock Carmen out of there.
Yeah, knock
Come
her
on
out
back,
of there.
Anonymous.
Three-night
Or
stay
Nick G.
in Bend is the next one.
Oh, great. Package 3. Okay.
Extended three-night weekend in a one-bedroom, one-bath condo near beautiful Mount Bachelor. Check in Friday, leave Monday. Enjoy the outdoors, then head inside for some shopping and hit up some of Bend's fabulous restaurants. Do you have a favorite place in Bend?
My friend, I love Bend and I love to eat. Do you know Wild Rose? It's probably my favorite. Wild Rose is a great Thai restaurant in Bend. If you've not been, you should. Rancher Butcher Chef is a relatively
boy.
new, delicious one. You should go to Brother John's for a burger, and I could go on and on.
Yeah, I
Sparrow
love
for
it.
baked goods. McKay's Cottage for brunch. See, I know how to eat and bend.
There you go.
Okay, so this package is not available the weeks of Thanksgiving or Christmas, okay? It is, remember, Darla can go. It is
Darla can go
friendly.
and eat everything.
It is dog friendly. So let's see who's bidding on this package. Anonymous started us out. Anonymous is my favorite bidder. And we are at the $400 mark with Nick G for a great bend trip. And all you have to do is click that bid button and you will knock Nick out of the way. Get a little competitive spirit going there.
There you
Let's
are.
get those packages up because EOLCOR wins. Every time you bid, EOLCOR wins.
We love it.
How about, what's our next package?
Package 4, 4 nights, Lake Village and State Line, Zephyr Cove, Nevada. Now this package takes us to Lake Village Resort in State Line, Zephyr Cove, Nevada, the Lake Tahoe region. A cozy 1-bedroom condo, less than 2 miles from Heavenly Village, where you can spend all your money and recreate to your heart's content. Guests also have access to the Lake Village Clubhouse. Enjoy the heated outdoor swimming pool. Hot tub, saunas. Sounds truly heavenly, doesn't it? So place a bid. Let the anticipation begin. Now, you can enjoy this package between this November, coming right up, and next March 31st. The package does expire March 31st, 2026.
Okay, let's see how this one is doing. Listen, there's going to be sun in Nevada. It's very
That's
sunny
right.
there. I love that.
That's
It's a
right.
great time, January-ish,
Yep,
to get
yep.
away from the romantic gloom.
Rain.
In Oregon, it's a great time to escape. So let's see who's bidding on Nevada. Ooh.
Oh my God, Anonymous has come back to win.
We started with Avery. Thank you, Avery. We appreciate that. And then Alan said, no, I want that, and really outbid Avery. But now we're up to $600.
There you go.
With
Anonymous is on
Thank
a
you,
run.
Anonymous. But you don't want Anonymous to win this. You want a person. So knock him out of there and get your name on that leaderboard.
There you go.
Come on, every dollar
All
dollar
right.
we make tonight goes back to EOLCOR to support this amazing mission. So please be generous.
So we have an amazing item. It's our final auction. It's a 7-night stay in a lovely waterfront home on peaceful Lee's Pond in Moultonboro, New Hampshire. Sleeps 8 people. Beautiful property, extensive hiking and biking trails. Bring the kids, there's a swim beach. Or if you prefer winter recreation, you can skate or ski across the pond. Go sledding on backcountry trails and cozy up by the fire when you're done. There are a few restrictions on dates. See those on your screen there. Annie, have you ever explored New Hampshire?
New Hampshire is beautiful.
Yes,
I have.
it is.
I have. It's small but mighty.
Yep.
The thing that I was most struck with when I visited New Hampshire was the tourist traffic, the people who come to see the leaves
Yep.
in the fall. It is glorious. It's
Yep.
just beautiful. So lots of tours you can do, walking or driving or biking.
Right.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And let's see how we're doing in our auction.
Oh my God. Our old friend Anonymous.
Way to go, Anonymous.
That Anonymous.
is taking the lead on
He
this one.
is an animal, or she is.
They are
or
an
they
animal. We
are.
at $500 for this amazing 7-night getaway. That's a chance for a week. A week. I would jump at this to spend a week. Darla can't go, but
not
that's
even-
okay. You and I can go.
Well,
Bring Janice. 8
maybe we
people.
could bring Darla in the suitcase.
Yeah, she doesn't care for that.
Ah,
We could bring Erica, we could bring Patricia, we could bring
You
Laura,
could,
you,
yeah,
me,
yeah.
Janice, Misty,
Yep.
Shelley, and then maybe we'll find somebody at the airport who wants to come.
Yeah.
It would be a great, great trip. So please hit that bid button and let's get that auction package way up to where it should be. Right now we're at $500. Those are some great packages.
They are.
I mean,
Yep.
New Hampshire,
Yep.
Bend, Nevada, the Oregon coast, any of those would be awesome
Yep.
getaways. It's a great, great package lineup. And once again, it's a great way to support EOLCOR. That's
for
what
sure.
we're doing tonight. This is a lot of fun. I love being here with you. But
It's
the
fun.
goal is to raise some money for EOLCOR.
Yep.
So keep it coming. Keep that generosity coming. This was fantastic. This was
Yeah.
a fantastic fundraiser. I would watch this again, wouldn't you?
I would too, so let's do it.
You can.
Yeah.
You can watch it again.
I thought maybe we could.
Because it was recorded.
That's
so
good.
if you would like to watch this again, or if you joined us late, please do. And please, in all seriousness, share the link with someone who may benefit from
Yeah.
learning about
Yep.
EOLCOR and the choice that
That they
EOLCOR
have.
provides.
Yep.
At least the education. Please
Yep.
share this with someone. This organization, the work that they do, that you do, it is too valuable not to share.
Yep.
Friends, I am so honored to be here. Thank you so much for your time tonight. What a
Thank you,
treat
Annie.
to spend time with you again. I had a fantastic time supporting EOLCOR to you.
Yep.
I want to give a few shout outs and then I'll get out of your way.
All
I want
right.
to shout out the AV department. They are the masters who put this on for us tonight in Portland, Oregon, and they are the cream of the crop. We appreciate you all. That's the AV guys.
Yeah.
Ryan Zimmer edited our short videos, the video vignettes. Thank you so much. Chris Headland did our larger anchor videos. What a great job. Thank you, Chris. All of the EOLCOR volunteers, all of you, and the mighty staff of Erica and Patricia and Laura and Lindsay and Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for your dedication, your hard work. Thank you for supporting this mission. And I want to thank my stellar team at Markham.
Yes.
Thank you, Markham. Oh, wow, how lucky am I. But a special shout out to Amy
Yep.
and to Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. You got us all through this with flying colors. Again, folks, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your time and your attention. I am Annie M. Luthrow with Markham Agency. I appreciate you. Gary, take it home.
All right, Annie. She's our favorite auctioneer. What a great event we had tonight. Thanks again to everyone for your exceptional generosity and support. EOLCOR couldn't continue to fund our good work without your contributions. There are a few housekeeping final details. Credit cards will be charged when you donate, and you should immediately get a receipt. The online auction closes Monday, the 20th at 5 p.m. If you're the winning bidder, you'll receive an email with your receipt and instructions on how to claim your prize. Our incentive gift, the case of wine, will be delivered or mailed. We'll email you. This concludes our virtual live program. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay healthy. Thank you and good night.